Alright, so I am back for another stream on F123, and as you can see from the title, this is going to be my last hurrah on F123. And yeah, figured it'd be cool if we did my team, since I haven't done it in several months. And thought it'd be pretty cool to do Last of First Challenge as well. So that's exactly what we're going to do. The setup is super old, so we're going to replace that immediately. It looks exactly the same. So that was useless. I'm just going to do a couple laps, try and get up to speed, and then we'll hop straight into qualifying, where I'll set pole, try to at least. And then after that, oh, stupid center. After I attempt to get pole and quali, I'll change every grid component, start from the back, and go from there. So yeah, it's going to be a weird feeling because I haven't driven my team car in a while. What seemed like feels quite heavy in this thing. $14.6. Car goes through the gear so fast, it's throwing me off. Front's overheating. I feel like I'm raping the gearbox. But that's what you have to do to get the last time out of it, it seems like. Our time is dropping off pretty rapidly. Yeah, that's hard work. That's very hot. As I almost steam into the wall. Tire wear's better than expected though. But yeah, more or less. Excuse me, following the curve for expected race pace. Alright, that's enough practice. Let's hop in the quali.
I'm with the cars now.
I didn't even see who was fastest, but I don't really think it's relevant. I know it was my teammate or myself. Also, I have no idea where I left my phone at. Quick practice. And what and where on earth is my phone? Oh my goodness, 1 second. Having to crawl out of my rig. Ah, I see. Okay. We're good. Alright. I meant to change the engine components, but whatever. I'll change it between quali and the race. Engine should be fresh anyways. Fresh enough, right? Yeah, it's fresh. We got tons of components.
Right, I've got a little bit of an electrical problem at the moment.
Yep.
We're working on it, so don't worry.
Yeah.
We're going to get you out there as soon as possible.
Just no talking. Do 4 laps. It's more than enough. We'll do 2 runs.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
We're gonna. I see what I could have done to be faster on the race run. Could have done the out lap. Because the game starts your tires in the right window, but to avoid overheating in the lap, you need to start them cooler than where you want them to be. Probably the last time I do any brake dragging. Since you can't do that on F124. It doesn't warm up your tires. Honestly, I don't think they took the right approach to counteracting it. I think they should have either actually no, it should have been a combo of these two things. You should have made brake overheating a thing, a bit like we saw Alonso do in the pit stops at Imola, and they should add brake wear So if you drag the brakes like a retard, guess what? Next time you brake, you're not gonna have nearly as much, stopping power. So yeah, the tires are already up to temperature. So let's fix this brake bias. And prioritize the exit. Let's do it. Four tenths. I reckon most of it's in the last 2 seconds. I'm gonna pull the tires and go again.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Some more like it. seems like this actually suits my driving style more, driving this car, because you can carry more brake pressure going into the apex of the corner. If you try that with the multiplayer car, or the cars you would online, you lock the rears and lose the car. So with this, I'm not sure why that is. I'm guessing it's either because of the extra downforce, or yeah, it's probably the extra downforce. But yeah, I can't do that. Car racing with mine. But with this, I can brake late, turn in a bit early, still carry in a fair amount of brake pressure, so I'm slowing the car down all the way up until the point where I get the apex, and then I'm just, because I'm still getting the rotation, up until the point where I hit the apex, I can just hammer the throttle and exit. Because there's no slide or anything like that, the car just turns, or it continues turning as you're on the brake pedal, whereas in multiplayer it will turn too much, or you'll just run into understeer if you have the brake bias too far forwards. And that's where I was losing time. I realized going into turn 3, turn 2, if you just hold the brake pressure all the way up into the apex, like a bit more than what you normally would online, the car will respond. And I just did that throughout the rest of the lap. Made some mistakes for sure, but particularly in sector 2. But outside of that, the car is pretty hooked up. And we're going to retire from the session. Don't think anyone will really beat that time. Maybe my teammate, but I was quicker than him in every sector, so that would be
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Thomas, Villeneuve, and Max Verstappen. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
So about 1.7 seconds is the field spread. If you take the fastest cars, or fastest driver in each car. Because, Sargent and DeFries are anomalies. So, yeah. Engine components. Don't want to start from pole. Engine components. Don't want to start from pole. Engine components. Don't want to start from pole. That's the first challenge for a reason. No rain expected. Engines. Jeez, I have a lot of engines. They're engine components. I feel like if I go too far, the game will just break, which concerns me. But at this point, tomorrow will be my last full day playing the game. I'll probably do another, I'll do Spa. I like Spa. I'll do Spa, my team. That'll be the last hurrah. So this will be part 1. Tomorrow will be part 2. Of course, last to first. And the AI are a lot stronger at Spa as well. So it'll be more challenging than what I think this will be. Oh, also, I don't know what to do with the fuel load at all. I don't want to underfuel, because that would ruin my race and waste my time. But I don't want to carry excess fuel and be slower than I otherwise would be.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. We're not expecting too many retirements at this circuit. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher, who made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. We're northeast of Budapest for today's race at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Jacques Villeneuve lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Russell, Hamilton, Perez, Sainz, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Ocon, Magnussen, Albon, Hülkenberg, Liam Lawson, Norris, Tsunoda, Bottas, Joe, De Vries, Sargent, and Thomas. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today.
15.3 is slow even for
and joining me again for the
car.
race today, Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about Thomas. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances. But what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another good race today.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
What do you mean by finally? Had points on the board forever. Literally leading the championship by 50-something points. $1.5? Yeah, 1.5 sounds about right. Oh, do I have formation lap on? I think I do. We'll see. Nope. Let's do it. Saying Leclerc's behind me, but he's not. I'm afraid this will be too easy.
Brilliant, nice move, keep going. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
Somehow Leclerc's already a lap down.
Okay, clear.
My rears are overheating. Complete opposite qualifying.
Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:16.2. We don't currently have the data for that request.
Burning a lot of fuel. Don't want a warning already. Just gonna back up. Should have a tire advantage at this stage.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
Oh, I backed out though. Alright, it's good. So great right now.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Now my sister's trolling me. Wow.
Place, you're in second place. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 4.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs, and Verstappen's behind. Our gap behind is 4.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens. Pit window opens in 10 laps, and 26 laps to go now.
26 laps, 2 seconds, 20. Not looking good. Both times from chronic understeer, I think. Or one of these. Not paying attention like I should have. But the other was chronic understeer.
Okay, Jacques is ahead. Okay,
I want to
keep an
catch
eye
him
on that
before
gap
he's pit
ahead,
under.
please. 3.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 18.5. Okay, so you're gaining by around 0.6 a lap.
Gonna have to do some fuel saving. That's right.
Jacques ahead of you now. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 2.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:18.6. Okay, so you're gaining by 1/10 a lap. Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form. Jacques is ahead, and gap to the car in front is 1.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 13 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1 minute 18.5. Okay, so you're gaining by around 0.6 a lap.
It's like driving the Mercedes W10. Tons of rear grip but no front end.
I've got some information on Hamilton for you. They seem to have an issue.
There's my first rear lock. Today's on the marbles. Trying to break DRS. Oh, it didn't matter.
Jax is in the pits. Jax is in the pits now. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 20.0 seconds.
The rears.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. In this lap, push now. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Gap to your teammate behind is 8.7 seconds.
Alright, I'm gonna pit.
You're leading the pack, that's P1. And that's Jack's behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 5.6 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. 13 laps to go.
Softs.
Okay, there seems to have been a problem attaching the right rear wheel. We need to try and put that behind us, and let's finish this race strong. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Come on, mate, you can do it. It's been a tough race, but I know you're capable of getting more out of that car today. Dig deep and give us the best of your talent. Come on.
Stay less.
That's Jacques ahead of you now. Okay, gap ahead is 0.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:17.1. Jacques is ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 11.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Your last lap time was a 1:17.4. You're closing in by 3 seconds a lap. Jack's ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 8.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. Time last lap was a 1:17.5. This is brilliant. You're taking 2.5 seconds out of them each lap. Jax is ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 5.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. And the time last lap was a 1:18.0. Closing in by 3 seconds a lap. Jack's ahead of you now. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 13 laps old. Your last lap time was a 1:17.9. This is brilliant. You're taking 2.5 seconds out of them each lap. That's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. only got 2 laps of fuel left.
I'm glad the marbles get removed in F124. They're so annoying.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Some information on Magnussen for you. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Green flag.
GG.
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
And it's a performance to be proud of from our Hungarian Grand Prix winners. So, Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Well, they managed their tyres to absolute perfection. A tyre whisperer, in fact. And that is what set them apart.
A show-stopping performance from the 3 drivers approaching the podium right now.
Just realized I
Thomas
skipped the podium
increases their
celebration,
championship
but whatever.
lead. And now let's take a look at the driver standings. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Thomas.
Let's move on to the constructors. The owner-drivers team moved to the top of the table. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Alrighty.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Alright, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time.